everyone, it's Ed from Runnable. Yeah, I'm here on this beautiful Friday morning. I'm running late as usual. Yeah, I've got work to do, some Teams calls, so this will be quite a short one. But I thought I think I've already done this, but I'm wishing you a Happy New Year for those that didn't see that message. Yeah, and what a beautiful morning. I mean, we've got all this frosty ground and beautiful sunshine and blue skies. It's perfect. Just a bit slippy, and I'm wearing a pair of shoes that aren't the best actually in this kind of weather. The Neo Vista. They're not terrible, but they're not the best. Yeah, my Smurf shoes. I've got a race, a half marathon tomorrow in Battersea Park. So I wanted something fairly soft and forgiving on my feet, you know, with quite a bit of cushioning. So I thought I'd go for these, but I didn't realise quite how slippy this ground looks actually. So yeah, tomorrow, I've got no idea how it's going to go tomorrow. It's like I decided this year I'm going to start with a kind of baseline half marathon, and I'm going to do more half marathons as part of my marathon training. And what I'm trying to do is get my half marathon, by the time I do the London Marathon, get it right down to under 1 hour 20, so that I know that when I get to the halfway point in the marathon, that I should be able to run a decent half marathon time at that point, and have a bit of time in the bank for the rest of the marathon to try and get around my I might as well tell you my goal. My goal is to try and get as close to 250 as possible, and if I can go below it, amazing, but I'm just going to try and get as close to it. And so I'd have to shave a good 5.5 minutes off my PB, which will be hard to do, particularly as Chicago, where I set my PB, is a quicker course than London. But that's the aim. So training starts officially tomorrow with that half marathon. So this is a kind of like just a slow, get my legs ready kind of run. It's always good to, I think anyway, to mix up your training with a few races. So I'll always do the park runs as much as I can, but then every now and again, like once a month, if you're going to do like 4 months worth of training, once a month, maybe do a half marathon, so you've got at least 3 done before the full marathon. I know a lot of books tell you not to do racing. I personally like it. I think it's a good indicator of where you are. You never can quite get a sense in training where you are until you actually race, and then you push that little bit harder, and then you realise how fit you are or how fit you're not. And then at the end of towards the end, maybe 3 weeks before or 4 weeks before, probably more like 4 weeks before, I'll try and do a 20-miler race. And there's a really good one in Milton Keynes called the Twin Lakes, which I normally do, and it's full of really good marathon runners, because they're all gearing ready for London or Manchester or whatever April or spring marathon they've got planned. So it's normally full of people that are super fit and raring to go. So that's all I want to say today. I'll do a bit of run footage, and you can see me slipping and sliding everywhere, but yeah, officially tomorrow it starts, so I'll do a video on that race. I might not do race footage, I might not, it depends. It's really cold, to be honest, so I don't really fancy holding a camera for that long during that race. But if I get a chance, you know, I'll put some gloves on, maybe I will, but I'll definitely do some before and after and give you a feel for what it's like, the occasion in Battersea Park. Anyway, see you later, bye bye, take care. So I'm in my local park again, and what a morning. I hope you can see this. Oops, my phone's just about to fall out my pocket. Yeah, I hope you can see this. It's I love these kind of mornings, although the ground is slippy, so I'm going to have to be careful today. Hello, little birdie. Looking for food, no doubt. It's a problem for the birds actually when it gets really frosty and the ground gets hard. It's hard for them to get food. So they look for other means like bins and stuff like that. So anyway, you can listen to David Attenborough for that kind of stuff. Okay. They look like they're having fun. Right. Ooh. Right, let's tell you a bit about the shoe, shall I? While you're looking at this amazing, beautiful frosty ground. So, Neo Vistas. For those that don't know, this is one of my shoes of the year. I didn't quite make top place, but in the category of max cushion shoes, it was in the top 3. I think it was in 2, behind the Mac X2, I think, if I remember rightly. And the reason I like this shoe so much is really its simplicity. Let's go up the hill, shall we? So it's got supercritical EVA, so it hasn't got PEBA foam, and it hasn't got a carbon plate either. It's got a nylon plate, and the plate is quite flexible. You can bend this shoe a lot. It's got a very strange looking upper, which looks like a booty style knit upper, which it is, sorry, looks and is, and it kind of looks weird. So in the blue, I call it my Smurf shoe, and you get some funny looks sometimes when I've got this shoe on. But they do a nice black now, which actually I run in black leggings a lot, so suit my my outfit rather well. But I haven't got that pair, unfortunately. So the beauty of this shoe is it's a very soft but bouncy ride. But it's not like, you don't feel that unstable in this shoe. It's got quite a wide platform. It's a lovely shoe just to kind of set and cruising, and you can just cruise along. Feels kind of natural to run into me. If you're midfoot lander, you might hit there's a slight bump in the midfoot, and you might hit that, so it might feel less natural. I miss that. I land on the forefoot. But either way, even if you hit the bump, it's designed for midfoot landers really, so that you hit the bump and roll forward. So you're probably getting more out of the shoe than I did. But yeah, it's a really nice, pleasant ride, stable. I love the upper. Never had any issues with it. Has been criticised for being too warm. It's perfect for this time of year, mind you. Some people don't like it because it's that knit booty style fit. I think these knit booty uppers can be amazing or can be awful. You know, it depends on the design, and I think this one's really good. Never have any issues with my ankles rolling either side or feeling unstable with this shoe. I think the only downside is, and I'm not feeling it too much now actually, is the grip. And this is slippy ground, right? But I'm not feeling like I'm slipping and sliding everywhere, so it's not terrible. And as you will have heard on some of my other videos on this shoe, if you watched it, it's got a massive cutout at the bottom of the shoe, and that has acts as two things really. It allows obviously a reduction in weight, so it's not a heavy shoe, it's kind of 260, 270, so you got the reduction in weight, but it acts as a way with the foam at the bottom. When you land, it splays a bit and you get tiny little suction on the ground, so helps you grip. So despite the rubber not being the best on the outsole in terms of grip, it's a very soft rubber, and sometimes I feel like it doesn't grip the ground as much as I would hope. The fact you get that tiny little bit of suction helps. If you watch some of my other videos on the Neo Vista, you'll understand what I mean. It's hard to visualize at the moment what I mean, but it does actually work. So I think the kind of beauty of this shoe is the design of it, really, the geometry. You kind of just roll along in it. I don't think it's an amazing shoe for going fast. You can go fast, but it's not, it doesn't, when I put these on, it doesn't make me think, yeah, let's run fast. There are probably slightly better recovery shoes, but this is an awesome recovery shoe as well. Let's get past. It's basically a do-it-all shoe. It's very versatile. The only thing I wouldn't do in this is kind of interval training and racing, but everything else, you know, I would take this on tempo runs, you know, where I'm slightly picking up the pace. I could easily go at marathon pace in the shoe. I could take this on long runs, short runs, easy runs, hard runs. You know, could do this, use this a lot for different types of runs, and it would be absolutely fine. I was thinking the grip was going to be worse than it is today, but it's actually doing quite well here, which surprises me a bit, because I had this pigeoned grip as not very good, but I think it's better than I gave it credit for. The other good thing about this shoe is the price point. So the price point is I think $159, which was reasonable to start with, or it might be $149, but I've seen it come down quite a bit, really, and with that in mind, I think you could pick up a bargain with this shoe. Mizuno do good discounts. If you've seen the Wave Rebellion Pro 2 recently, that went down to 120 quid, which is an absolute bargain for that shoe. It might have gone even lower actually, but that's the one I saw, in the nice black colourway as well. So Mizuno have really had a good year with running shoes, and this, I think, is perhaps the best of the lot. Although those you mid-foot landers who race in the Wave Rebellion Pro 2, and maybe the 3 already, you might have something to say about that, because for you guys those shoes are awesome. Now the problem I have is I just miss the sweet spot with those racing shoes. I land in front of the bump, and those who are running in those shoes will know what I mean about the bump. If you land on the bump and roll forward, you get the maximum kind of leverage of the geometry of that shoe. Just take another look at this amazing grass, you know, frosty grass. Snow is coming. I'm guessing some of you watching this already got snow, you northerners. And remember, I'm a northerner too. I'm just an illegal alien down in London. So yeah, I've been down here for more years now than I was up north. So I came down when I was about, where did I come down? 20. Yeah, it'll be actually this birthday coming up on the 6th. I'll have been, interestingly, I'll have been down here 26 years, which is more than halfway now of my life. So yeah, all good. So Neo Vista, I will say, is a really good, versatile, multi-purpose shoe. It's one that I think, if you want to have a really soft, comfy ride on a day where maybe the day before you're going to race, or your legs are feeling a bit tired from long mileage the day before, this is a great shoe.